This is a game I am currently making. So what I'm gonna do is see, you can walk around this character and jump and stuff. Yeah, and this little puzzle, um, like that. So say you step into this middle tile, and an animation will be played. Stop this. mm, Now first we need to select this and change the name first. Say middle block middle, or block center. Okay, so now um, we're gonna make some temporary animation. So I'm going to uh, add something here, like an we're gonna add a spear. So reset this, I think. No, undo. So we bring it up here, and we're gonna uh, add texture to material to this. So I have some materials in here. We will add this material into the sphere, like that, and now we animate this sphere. So I'll put this here and click create in the animation panel to create the animation. So animation, I'll call it a name, rotate 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 sphere, because we're gonna rotate the sphere in the animation. So you have to record the animation like this. Click the record button, and you first create a keyframe here by changing some coordinates or rotation here. Let's change X rotation. Okay, now the first keyframe is created, and uh, you're gonna select 2 minutes, 2 minutes of animation span, and uh, rotate the ball here in the y-axis 360. Nothing happened, I think. No, it's working. Okay. Okay, now the ball will rotate 360 in 2 minutes. Okay, now we'll make it like 3 minutes. Just drag the keyframe into 3 minutes mark. Okay, now that's how the animation will look like. So that's that, and stop the recording. So the animation is created. So if we run this now, the ball will animate like that. Okay, so now we're gonna in the code we're gonna stop this animation, because we need only to animate the ball if we step into this center type. Okay, so I'm coding with C#. This is the code for uh, the player, meaning the character, and we're gonna stop the animation here. We have to add a reference to the animation of the ball. So I'll create it here, public. So we have public, so we will have access to it in the editor. So animator, and I'll call it a name ball. Okay, now when we switch to the editor, and I select the character, there's a reference to anim ball. Okay, so this is the reference we created here. So we're gonna add the ball animation, assign the ball animation uh, to anim ball. Okay, click this icon and select the sphere. Okay, now yeah, we can rename this if you want. Sphere sphere anim. Okay, so again select the character player, then click the anim ball and select sphere anim. Okay, now that is assigned to this reference, and we'll stop the ball animation here at the in the start function. So when the game starts, the ball will stop animating. Okay, here anim ball. We're gonna call set ball function and put a string indicator here. I'm gonna show what's the meaning of that in a second, but I'll type start anim true. Okay, now this is telling the animation to start, but we have not yet set up this indicator in the animation, so this will not work yet. So we go to the ball again and go to the animator, not animation, animator panel, and the default state is the rotation. So when you play the game, you start the game, you as a default, the ball is rotating. Okay, so to stop that, we need another state where the ball is not rotating. Okay, we create a state, empty state, uh, and we call it static ball. This is just names I'm coming up with. You can call anything static ball and set that to default. Okay, so when you start the game, this is a Unity beta version, so it's kind of slow. So now you can see the ball is not rotating, and this in the animator window you can see the static ball state is activated. You can see it playing here, and now you got to create a transition between these two states. This is the animator state. You create a transition, make a transition here to here, and you can also make a transition here to here to up, but we don't need it. So now we have to create a variable to indicate indicating telling that you should transit from static ball event into anim rotate sphere event, so the ball will animate. Okay, so we will set a ball a variable and call that what I have typed here, that goes into the ball variable. Okay, this is the name of the ball variable. That is why I typed it here, start anim. Okay, I'll copy that and paste it as the variable name. Okay, and now the initial state is false because we have not checked this box. If you check it, it becomes true, so I'll uncheck it by default. So okay, now you click the arrow and you see this condition panel, and you add the condition start any the variable here, the condition, and you set it to true. So if you set this start any variable to true, then the animation will transit from static ball to anim rotate sphere, so that ball will rotate. Okay, so we do this by this code, this yeah, this command, anim ball set ball start anim. We setting the ball variable to true. Okay, yeah, so not true, false. So when you if you make it true, only when you make it true the ball animates. If I click here true, the ball will animate. Right, the transition is happening into anim rotate sphere state, and if I uncheck, nothing will happen because it's not programmed to go back to the static ball state. So I stop, and now we have to do is detect if the character is stepping onto this this tile, and call this command with the true state, so the ball will animate. Okay, so you go to the code, and you go to the collision enter. So I'll detect if the player is colliding or triggering this tile, this object, this cube here. So I'll write if um, other the other object which is the character is colliding or triggering game object name, if it's equals, what's the name of the tile here, it's block center. Okay, so I'll copy the name and paste it here, block center. And if it is equal, it means it is collided with the character, it is colliding with the character. Then now we can uh, write that code to do to trigger the animation, the ball animation. You use the anim ball variable, and ball set ball, and what's the variable name start anim, and we set it into true. Okay, so when the player step into block center object, the animation the start anim variable in the animation panel will turn into true state, causing the transition from static ball to this state, which is the animation state. Okay, see, this is true. Okay, I'll copy uh, cut this the physical collision collision enter function, and yeah. Okay, now I paste that previous code inside here. I have to change this other two what collision, because the parameter here is collision inside the on collision enter. By the way, the on collision enter function triggers when the player is colliding with that tile. This. Okay, okay, okay. Now it should work now. Okay, now let's test. Start. Ball is not rotating, and I'll step into the middle block, and okay, the ball is not rotating. see it works now, and the animation state is anim rotate sphere. Okay, we'll run this again to okay. Now what is active is static ball state. Now when we step into the uh, middle block, it will transist to anim rotate sphere state in the animator window. Okay, okay, now the ball is rotated. So that how you set a trigger to animate this ball.